Hey everybody, Eric here with Spartan Auto Works. So hey, one of the major comments or emails we get is about our LSA supercharger video. Obviously LSA superchargers are kind of a dead thing. Like nobody, I mean, they're just too expensive to make it a cool swap anymore. Not saying it's not cool, it's just, too expensive. So we get comments all the time, or I get emails all the time like, hey, whatever happened with the truck, blah blah blah. Anyway, it's probably long overdue, but the truck has been, probably 8 years ago is when we did the swap, 7 years ago, something like that. Has been running flawlessly for the last 7, 8 years, however long it's been. Somebody needs to do the math, look it up. I don't know, but it's been a while. The only thing this truck has ever gotten is oil changes and brake pads. That's it. Literally, this truck has had no maintenance. So we had our first casualty a week ago, and everybody else drives this truck. I never drive this truck. I can't tell you how many times I just let somebody use it the other day to go pull a car, and of course tell them, hey, you need to put premium gas in it, and they're running it, fill the whole tank up with regular 87, and the truck runs beautifully and doesn't have any problems. So we had our first casualty the other day, and so I've decided that after the roadside repair, it's time to bring it in, do a little update. We'll make a little video on this, and we are going to address some of the problems, or not problems, but address some of the things that I wanted to do a long time ago, but never did. Clean it up a little bit, and make the swap look a little bit nicer than just thrown together like it was, because we use this truck every day. Somebody's driving this truck pretty much every day with a truck and trailer and hauling cars with it, and it has been flawless. The only thing we do is put gas in the tank, change the oil, not consistently, because God forbid anybody that drives a truck put do an oil change. But that, and I think we put one set of brake pads, maybe two sets of brake pads. Maybe two sets of brake pads. I can't remember. But this truck has been flawless. Anyway, we had a breakdown the other day. I'm going to have to stop the video and flip the camera, and I'll show you one of the things that we're going to address. So, as you can see, this is what we're going to address. After miles and miles and miles, and thank God this happened close to the shop. Literally happened when somebody was bringing a car back to the shop. So literally happened on the highway not far from here. I had just driven this thing 2 hours to Lake of the Ozarks with a trailer and truck on the back of that, taking it down to some storage that we got at the Lake of the Ozarks. And the belt broke on the way back. Now, I always talked about it, but I never did it just because I'm lazy, not gonna lie. And the other part is I'm never in this truck. Somebody else is always in this truck. So it's been talked about, and one of the regular drivers of this truck, it's been talked about putting a green belt on it, but it's had the original belt on since we did the swap. It was just a regular, I think it should be this style belt right here. 101 0K6. Now the one that's on there right now is a longer belt because it's what I had available when it broke down on the side of the road. But it shredded that belt, and we put a long belt on it. It's running just fine. I used this truck the other day, and I said, I need to change the belt. And I had to order a green belt, but I had the black belt that we threw in the car, and we probably put another 1,000 miles on the truck with a longer belt, and nobody, including myself, decided to change the belt. But I finally disconnected the trailer, brought it in the shop, and I am going to spend some time with it tomorrow and the next day, and do a couple upgrades, do a little bit of cleanup, change the air filter, because the air filter, when you're a mechanic, you never work on your own stuff. When everybody else drives it, nobody cares about it. So the air filter has maybe been cleaned, K&N filters maybe been cleaned one time since this truck's been built. So I'm going to clean it because it looks disgusting, especially when we go to the lake, or we haul cars to the lake, which is 185 miles, I think, from door to door. It might be a little bit more than that. It's a little over 2 hours. Anyway, it's all gravel down there, and it's a mess. So nobody changes the filter, nobody checks the filter, nobody cleans the filter. So anyway, we're going to put a green belt on, do a couple little updates, and I will give you a a little video. I think I'm going to enlist the help from Eric over at I Do Cars. Maybe we'll go out and tear it up a little bit with this truck. So hopefully in the next couple weeks you'll see an update video on this. But for anybody that's asked, the truck runs beautifully. Have not had a lick of problems out of it. Oil changes and brakes have been the only thing we've done since we've done the swap. And I cannot tell you how many regular tanks of gas have been through here. Regular 87. I cannot tell you. And it doesn't, the truck doesn't even mind. Not saying it's happy about it, but you don't even notice. And I let somebody borrow it to haul a car the other day. And of course, I said before they leave, hey, make sure you put premium gas back in it. And it was on empty because nobody can park the truck and fill it back up because that's, what people do. And of course, he fills it all the way up, takes it on a trip. He went probably about 100 miles, 100 miles there, 100 miles back. So he put 200 miles on it. And when he got back, I said, you put premium gas in it, right? He's like, oh no, I forgot. And he literally had no problems with the truck. So the truck loves any gas you throw at it. I just don't like running that in here. But we're going to put a green belt on. First casualty we had, I want to say it's been 7-8 years, maybe 9 years on this swap. I don't know. I can't remember the date. I want to say it was like 2013, 2014 when we did this. Well, maybe it was 15. I don't remember. Anyway, it's been a long time. We haven't had any problems. So there'll be an update video coming soon. Like I said, I'm going to talk to Eric over at I Do Cars, see if he'll go with me and film. We'll go tear this up a little bit, give you an idea of what it does. And like I said, this has been a great swap. And for somebody who hauls cars all the time on a 6.0 motor, I don't know how you do it with an NA motor because it's been so long since I've had to drive one that either wasn't diesel or didn't have the supercharger on it. I don't know what it'd be like hauling a heavy car. I just hauled a Land Rover, not a Discovery, but a Land Rover something other, 100 miles or a little over 100 miles the other day, and I didn't even know it was back there. So, update video coming soon. A lot of people, every month we get tons of emails. Hey, what happened with the truck? How does it run? Blah, blah, blah. And like I said, it's a dead swap, but here's going to be an update video coming soon after we do a couple upgrades and give this thing probably the attention it should have had when we built it. But like I said, why change something that's running good? So stay tuned. Update will be coming soon.